Hello everyone, I'm your host Alan and welcome to the final episode of Ketchup Season 3. From K-drama and K-entertainment to K-pop, we've got tons of topics to share with all our fans out there. So without further ado, let's dive in. Catch up with the K-content trend? Let's catch up! As the very last episode of Catch Up, we've tried to bring something new and fresh, something that has never been done before in Catch Up. So we've invited two very special guests, some of our beloved influencers who've shared their huge love and deep insights for the K-content trend. Please welcome with a big round of applause, Pranav and James. Woo! So welcome, guys. It's such an honor for me to invite all of you again to the final episode of Catch Up. So are you guys excited?
So excited. I'm super excited to be here.
Super excited. So please introduce yourself to all our fans out there. Start from Pranav.
Okay. So hello everyone. My name is Poonam. This is my third time
Yes.
here. I think I'm a regular here right now. So I've been living in Korea. Actually, today marks my 7th year in Korea.
Wow.
So I'm basically Korean, and I know a lot of things about Korean culture thanks to K-dramas mostly. Yeah, so I'm very happy to be here. So thank you so much for having me again.
Thank you for coming and joining us. What about James?
Hi everyone, my name is James. I'm a content creator here in Seoul. I've been living in Korea for 4 years and I just share like my daily life through like vlogs, like weekly vlogs on YouTube. It's my second time here, so I'm super excited to be for the final episode.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So is it your first time meeting each other?
Yes.
So what do you guys feel about each other? Like, is it good? How is it? It's really fresh.
You're so pretty. Really, I love your eyes.
Thank you so much. It's so happy to meet a fellow content creator because I'm also doing content creation in Korea. Working vlogs, Instagram videos, TikToks. It's
I'll
really
follow you for sure.
Okay,
Oh,
let's
that's
exchange.
Amazing. So you guys had a huge amount of captivation from fans. Like you guys had like tons of comments after the Ketchup stuff.
Really?
Yeah. How do you guys feel about that? Like getting a lot of attention from fans. What do you guys feel?
So first of all, I'm really grateful to that. Imagine having somebody that loves you so much. I've never met them, but they're always like so kind, giving their love, their time and their attention. And the fact that they take out their time to type a comment and send it, especially on our episode as well. I was very grateful that they support me in whatever I do.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, so that is...
Yeah, the same way. I always feel like so amazed and like surprised when I see so many people commenting on my videos. I'm like, thank you for taking your time.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So that being said, we'll talk about some of your favorite K content because you guys are such a huge fans of K content and some trends from 2023 and 2025, but in reverse actually from 2025 to 2023. We'll begin with some of your favorites from 2025 and end the episode by talking about 2023. What do you guys think about that?
I love that idea. Like it's just like such a good way to like go to look forward, to look backwards on the past year. So
that's amazing because this is a 3rd anniversary of Catch Up and this is the final episode. So let's get it started.
Yes,
So without
let's
further
go.
ado, let's dive in. As a leading entertainment company, CJ&M has constantly devoted itself to bringing K-content that is fresh, unique, yet captivating. And since this year marks CJ&M's 30th anniversary, the legacy seems especially outstanding. So first, let's talk about 2025. What an amazing year, wasn't it? So what do you guys think about that? So we had Thai from Family, Bon Appetit, Your Majesty. James, we talked about that. Law in the City, Our Unwritten Soul, My Dearest Nemesis, Dear Ex, City Group, and many more. So, have you guys ever watched some of them?
Yes, no matter how busy I am, I need for a healing detox, I need to watch K-dramas. And I've been watching Bon Appetit, Your Majesty. Oh my God. What is better than having K-drama and food together?
Yes.
Right?
With perfect chemistry and vision.
Exactly. Yuna, oh my God.
Oh,
I
yes.
love her so much. So I mean, she's just perfect, whatever she does. Music or movies or K-dramas. I just love her presence. She has such a strong presence on screen.
Yes.
She's so charming.
So true.
And I just love the fact that how they balanced. And I love the fact that they put every episode had like a dish
Yes.
title.
Yes, yes.
And I got to know more about food
Yes.
and not. Usually, it's very hard for me to watch dramas that are related to food.
Yes.
But this one, the chemistry, the storyline,
Yeah,
Wow.
it was so
how the
good.
way it was produced, the colors of the background and everything was just amazing.
Oh, that's amazing! Actually, thanks for pinpointing out about the episodic titles because like our chief producers and producers were like really considering how to like
Really?
manipulate it and like maneuver it to the viewers because if it's like common episodic titles, then it would have been really boring.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So they wanted something really unique. That's why they
Unique.
brought out something like food-related content and
Exactly.
like titles. So James, what about you?
For me, it was like the same. Like this year has been really strong, and I actually started working out a lot. And my PT is always like, "You need to eat more. You need to eat more." So for me, it was like the perfect K-drama to watch while binge eating at night.
So it
So
was bottom
yeah,
for you too.
it was
Okay.
like so good.
That's amazing. So, what do you guys think is the most captivating element of K-dramas? Right?
So what I love about K-drama is that they are, first of all, family friendly. So everyone can watch it, no matter kids, parents, grandparents,
Yes.
couples,
Yes.
friends. It's always something, there's always a character that you can relate with, right? And I just love how it's a good balance of music background,
Yes.
the way they are shot, the aesthetic.
Yes.
Everything is just so beautifully presented.
So keenly, like they're really keenly intertwined.
Exactly,
Yes.
exactly. And the storyline is not something you see, like for example, in Western dramas.
Yes.
It makes you feel butterflies when there are romantic moments.
Oh.
It makes you feel sad and cry
So true.
when they're sad.
Yeah.
I don't think I've cried watching movies,
Oh, yeah.
but I've cried and laughed
Yeah.
while watching K-dramas.
Uh-huh.
So I just love the fact that I can emotionally connect with them.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yes.
James,
For me, it's also all about the emotions. I feel like they really do a good job reflecting like everyday emotions, but like in a very deep way. And it's so easy to like connect with the drama or like the characters and also everything that they do, like the aesthetics, the foods, the clothes, the
Yes,
makeup. It just
yes.
goes viral. So I
Yes.
think it's just insane.
So true. So from my personal viewpoint, I think K-dramas deliver fresh topics
Yes.
and a resonating storyline, which everyone can sympathize
Exactly.
with.
Yep.
So viewers can cry, laugh, and root for characters from the series who are encountering multiple issues. Like Typhoon Family, they're encountering like multiple issues, like various issues, but they can resonate with some kind of like things that are happening in front of those characters. So they,
Right.
so viewers can empathize with that, and breaking through those hardships kind of make viewers relieve their stress just by watching these shows. So like, that's amazing. And also, we should never forget about titles from 2024 and 2023, right? So since those years were also filled with impeccable K-dramas. So for 2024, we had Chungyeon, The Star is Born, Love Next Door, my favorite, Queen of Tears. Oh my God, that was 2024. Marry My Husband, we talked about it, right?
Yes.
And the show that delivered a global sensation, Love the Runner. Wow. So, any comments about that?
I mean, 2024 was, I feel like, the year. Like, I remember Queen of
The
Tears
year,
was
yes.
all over TikTok. And for us, that we
Yes.
make content, like, I kept getting requests, like, can you go here? Where did they film this? Like,
Really?
can
Oh,
you try
wow.
this? Can you try that? So, yeah, I feel like it was such a strong year for
So you visited
K-dramas.
locations from
Yeah,
those films.
I
wow,
did.
Wow.
Not for Queen of Tears, but like other ones. Yeah.
That's amazing. Come on, what about you?
So I think I've watched most of the K-dramas you mentioned last
You
year.
did?
Yes, and I have a fun story. Do you remember last time when I came here, we talked about Chungyeon, A Star is
Yeah,
Born?
yeah.
So I was receiving an award. Okay, so here's a little flex. I was receiving an award at the
Flex,
Appen
yeah.
Awards, and Kim Piri, the main cast for
Yeah,
Chungyeon,
yeah.
she got the Best Actress award
Yes,
on that
yes,
same
yes,
stage,
yes.
and we, did eye contact, and she bowed at
Oh
me.
my
I mean.
God.
She has no idea who I am.
That's amazing. Ketchup brought awesome kind of relationship there.
Yeah, so I just loved her. And of course, Queen of Tears.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I think everyone cried at every
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
You know, guys, actually, the chief producer of Queen of Tears and Bon Appetit, Your Majesty, is the same.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yes.
I had no idea.
Yes,
The
yes.
concept is very different though.
Very different, but she delivers
Wow.
the best thing.
Exactly.
Yes. Wow,
Yeah.
that's amazing. From the first ever K-drama to top Prime Video, Marry My Husband, to globally acclaimed award-winning shows 2024, was also a year that our global K-drama fans were literally drenched with so much joy and excitement, I believe. Don't you think so, guys?
Yes, I feel like 2024 was really like the peak of K-dramas because they were just not popular here in Korea, but like they expanded everywhere. And I'm always like scrolling on TikTok and it was like all over my For You page.
What about you, Jamal?
So in my case, I think my audience related more to Lovely Runner. I think because the chemistry, the chemistry
yes.
of the cast was just beautifully portrayed. And it was something that was not only popular in Korea, but it was all over globally. Even my friends that usually do not watch K-dramas, they were asking me about it.
Oh, wow.
And they fall in love with K-dramas. I think that was their beginning point of watching K-dramas, and I was really happy that.
That's amazing. Last but not least, we must talk about 2023, the year when Ketchup begins. While we had amazing K-dramas in 2023, such as My Lovely Liar, Crash Course in Romance, Tale of the 1938, personally, for me actually, CJ's entertainment shows also stood out. So we had Exchange 3, Boys Planet, my favorite actually. Once again, Genie's Kitchen, Straight Woman Fighter 2, and many more. And not gonna lie, I loved all of them so much. So like, do you guys have any like personal preference?
I don't know if you remember Jules. She was also on this show
Yes,
a long
yes,
time ago.
yes.
She was obsessed with like Street Woman Fighter.
Yes, she was. She was.
Yeah, so she was always like every week like, James, you need to turn on the TV and watch this because it's so good. So I watched it because of her and I became obsessed with it. Like I feel like they just changed like the whole perspective of how dancing is built, not just like in Korea but globally, and also like the expressions of them was insane, like insane.
Oh wow.
Right.
What about you?
So in my case, okay, My Lovely Liar. So I have a hot spot for Kim So-young because she was the first main lead female of the first K-drama I've ever watched, which was Oh My God.
Yeah, I think you told me about that.
Exactly.
Too, yeah.
So whenever I see her on the screen, it just shows me how I fell in love with the Korean culture.
So it was a really like bubbly kind of thing.
And I think she has been working since she was a very young
true,
age.
so true.
So it always inspires me to be like, wow, like these people are working so hard and still delivering the best of best they can.
So true. What about entertainment shows though?
And I've seen also, as you were mentioning, the Women's Street Fighter. I wasn't interested in dance because I was like, why would I? Like, it's not like my kind of stuff. But it was so all over my feed. On YouTube Shorts, there were all these clips I had to watch. I was like influenced to watch it. And seeing how dance is just not an art, but it's more than that. It's a personality character. And the way they were portraying it, it was just beautifully amazing. I was hooked up as well.
Yeah, I mean like leadership, like respect each other, being like, amazing dancers.
Exactly.
Well, for those 3 consecutive years, CJ has brought diverse and colorful K-content for our global fans as a leading entertainment company and a global IP powerhouse. And I hope from my whole heart that CJ's K-content receives an insurmountable amount of love from our global fans and maintains its role as a K-content trendsetter. So that's it for today, and it's our very last episode of Ketchup. Aww, James and Pranal, could you please share how it was to star in the very last episode of Ketchup, James?
I honestly love it. Like I love the vibes here. Like I'm more than happy to come back. So like congratulations also on completing all these shows. You did like such an amazing job.
That's amazing.
So happy.
Aww, what about Pranal?
So I'm happy to be on the ending of the 3rd season. I cannot believe it's been the 3rd season. It's my 3rd time here.
Yes.
So it's always a pleasure to be here to discuss about things that I love. And also talking with somebody that knows a lot about it.
It's so true.
Yeah, I just love it. So thank you so much for having me again.
Aw,
And you have such a good energy, such a
thank
good
you,
presence.
Thank you.
So yeah.
You guys heard it right. So I've hosted Ketchup for 3 years since 2023, and it's been such an honor for me to deliver some of the most outstanding and groundbreaking K-content news to our viewers out there. And I'd like to show sincere gratitude to all our fans who've been following our journey since day one, and with tons of love and support. And although this is going to be the very last episode of Ketchup, I'll never say goodbye, as we'll meet again through various TV series of CJNM. So I'll end up with our favorite slogan with James and Pranal. So I'm your host, Ellen, and thanks so much for watching the final episode of Ketchup. catch up with the K content chat. Let's
catch
up. Bye.
Bye.